continuación, CPS News.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to CPS News, the news that speaks your language and the only televised news in our area that's all in English, and it's here for you. So good to have you back here. So good to have you here as well, Jesse. And hey, I like your hair. You did something with your hair and makeup today.
Yes, I did. Thanks for noticing.
I did.
Thanks for being here this evening. I hope you're keeping cool. It's been really hot. We have a lot of information today for you, so stay tuned. We'll be with you for a whole hour.
Absolutely. But let's get into it. We got a lot to cover tonight. So first up, it's going to be the headlines as usual. So let's go.
Tonight on CPS News, firefighters battle to extinguish a week-long landfill blaze at El Gavilan, as officials say the fire is 85% contained, but warn the fight is not over yet. Teachers and police clash in Mexico City just days before the World Cup kicks off, and the chaos is now forcing FIFA to make last-minute changes. A major international homicide fugitive is tracked down and arrested right here in the Banderas Bay Area. In sports, South Korea touches down in Guadalajara, and the excitement is already building ahead of what could be one of the most anticipated group stage matchups of the 2026 World Cup. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
All right, and we're going to start tonight with a story that's been developing all week right here in Vallarta, as firefighters in Puerto Vallarta continue working to cool down the hot spots at the El Gavilan landfill after a massive fire that has been burning for nearly a week. According to Civil Protection Director Misael Lopez Moro, the blaze is now at about 85% under control, but has not yet been fully extinguished. Crews remain on site, removing burned material and applying water and soil to prevent flare-ups. The fire affected approximately 4 hectares at the top of the landfill, along with another hectare where a large number of tires caught fire last week. Landfill workers have been forced to move operations to an emergency area while firefighters continue monitoring smoke and underground hotspots caused by residual heat and landfill gases. Officials expect the situation to be fully controlled within the next 2 days, although authorities acknowledge that limited equipment during the first day of emergency allowed the fire to spread more rapidly. Thank you to Carolina Gomez for our first story tonight.
Well, I'm glad to hear that crews are getting that under control. Now, while some folks are dealing with smoke, others are out there working hard to make sure tourists keep coming to Puerto Vallarta this summer. Maria has the story.
Puerto Vallarta is taking its summer vacation message directly to travel agents across central Mexico. In a 4-day promotional tour, representatives from Puerto Vallarta visited Mexico City, Puebla, and Pachuca to showcase everything the destination has to offer ahead of the busy summer travel season. Working alongside the Jalisco Tourism Secretariat, the Guadalajara Visitors Bureau, and local tourism providers, officials train more than 200 travel advisors on the latest attractions, experiences, and travel opportunities available in Puerto Vallarta. Among the highlights promoted were the world's longest suspension bridge, one of North America's top botanical gardens, adventure activities, beach experiences, and tours to the historic Islas Marias. Hotel representatives from some of Puerto Vallarta's leading resorts also participated, presenting new amenities, special summer packages, and family-friendly promotions designed to attract visitors. Officials emphasized the destination's strong air connectivity, including direct flights from Mexico City and the recently launched Volaris route from Puebla, which began service this month. Tourism leaders say these efforts are helping keep Puerto Vallarta at the forefront of travelers' minds, offering something for families, couples, adventure seekers, and luxury travelers alike. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
That's a really great effort by the tourism team getting out there and spreading the word. Now we head to Mexico City, where things have been anything but calm this week, and Joe's got all the details for you.
Mexico City is seeing growing tensions between teachers and police just days before the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Members of the CNTE Teachers Union have been protesting in the capital, demanding changes to pension laws and better wages. The demonstrations intensified this week when protesters entered facilities belonging to Mexico's Ministry of Education, leading to confrontations with security forces. During the unrest, a female police officer reportedly collapsed and was taken to a hospital for treatment. Several other officers and protesters were also reported injured as tensions escalated. The situation has raised concerns because it comes less than 2 weeks before the World Cup kicks off in Mexico City. FIFA has already moved volunteer training sessions online as a precaution due to security concerns surrounding the protests. Despite the clashes, government officials say negotiations with union leaders continue, and authorities insist World Cup events, including the massive Fan Fest at the Zocalo, will move forward as planned. For now, Mexico City finds itself balancing preparations for the world's biggest sporting event while trying to prevent a labor dispute from escalating further. With national information from Milenio, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, that is for sure a tense situation in the capital that officials say they have under control, but of course we're going to keep watching that one for you. Okay, now a quick word from one of our sponsors.
Oh yes, and it's about Cerámicas Exclusivas. Are you thinking about remodeling, building, or upgrading your home? Well, great news, Cerámicas Exclusivas is now open at their brand new location on Carretera Las Palmas 235. This is in La Colonia Las Juntas in Puerto Vallarta. You can visit their showroom and discover an incredible selection of premium ceramics, designer finishes, bathroom fixtures, and smart home solutions to bring your dream project to life. Plus, be sure to experience the innovative FireEnd's digital tool, which allows you to design, visualize, and receive real-time quotes for your space all in one place. For more information, you can follow Cerámicas Exclusivas on social media or call them at 33 13 18 27 78. Cerámicas Exclusivas, the perfect choice for exceptional projects.
And I gotta ask you, what's more fun than a house remodel?
It's so much fun. Well, I know.
Do you know? It's like a quiz. And there's actually an answer to this.
It's on this
Oh,
day.
you nailed it. You can tell we don't practice
I know,
between
we don't
takes.
practice.
No, it is on this day. You're right. It's more fun than a house remodel, but barely.
Well, actually, a house remodel is really fun to me.
It can be a little stressful too, but sometimes these can be stressful. But let me do mine, you do yours, and we'll see what we got.
Let's see what you
I've got 3, and they're kind of fun, and I'm sure yours are going to be more serious, but let's have a look. Okay. So first of all, it's Best Friends Day.
Oh, Best Friends Day, that's great.
Best
I didn't know it
friends.
was today. That's
That's
great. Oh, hello to all my best friends. Mwah, mwah.
Wow. Hello, if I have one out there. Okay. It's also, even as exciting, it's Jelly-Filled Donut Day.
Oh, John.
Do you like jelly-filled donuts?
Just when they're filled with raspberry jam.
Only raspberry jam. Okay. I'm not a big jelly-filled fan. I'm more like this classic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
but if
glazed.
you give me a raspberry one, I will eat it.
I think if I did a filled donut, it would probably only be like lemon, which is not really jelly. I can tell by your face you're not digging that. Wow. Go ahead and say how much. Oh, that sounds great, Brad. I just wanted to see you do it.
Well, it's jelly.
Well, if you don't like
Jelly-filled
jelly-filled donuts, then maybe this last on this day is more your jam. It's Name Your Poison Day.
Really?
Terrible.
Is it real poison or like what type of drink you drink?
I don't know. I think it's kind of like what you drink, but it also is a funny one to have right after the jelly-filled donut day.
Right.
So don't name your poison before you fill my donuts, please. All right, what do you
Those
got?
are really fun.
Yeah, those are fun.
Mine are pretty serious.
Okay.
Well, I've been doing on this date, we're at 159 of the year, and so that means that's 206 days to go. And if you're counting down like me for the World Cup, we still only have 3 more days, and then it kicks off. I'm so excited. But today is World Brain Tumor Day.
Oh,
see,
okay.
Serious. So you can show your support for the millions of patients and families affected by the disease. And did you know that the brain itself, it cannot feel anything?
I did know that because you want to know I know that? I think I saw a movie once, or I think I watched an operation on TV, and they just opened up the person's skull and were just working on it and asking them, what does this feel like? What does that feel like?
And they didn't,
they didn't feel like anything, but every now and then when they poke at something, like their fingers would twitch or something.
That's
it's kind of
crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Random things we learned on the show.
That's
okay.
That's
what
right.
Else?
So brain tumor, and
Okay.
then what else do we have here? On this date, I lost my place.
I think it's World
Yes.
Ocean Day.
It's true. It's the United Nations declared the date to celebrate, protect, and preserve the incredible marine ecosystems that cover, of course, most of our planet. But here in Puerto Vallarta, it really hits home. And we really do big things to protect the ocean. I want to do a quick shout out to Roberto Cerda, who stopped by to talk about the incredible work that he has been doing with the oceans in Mexico, not just in Puerto Vallarta, but everywhere in Mexico. We have a great interview with him in Asphalt Radio, and you can check it out on radiante.com/asphalt. They did a really cool thing yesterday at the Yelapa Yacht Club, and they had workshops and music and, trying to make a difference with the oceans yesterday. So
Nice.
Congratulations for
That's
all
great.
of your work. And what else? Oh, I just have one more.
Oh.
And it's a fun one. On this day, but back in 1912, Carl Lemin founded Universal
Those damn
Pictures.
French names. Okay, I think.
He founded Universal Pictures. So
Okay.
there's that. That's, they did Dracula and Frankenstein
Yeah.
and, all
Universal
of this movie magic.
classic monsters. Yeah, like I guess you just Carl. Thank you so much, Carl, for doing that.
I cannot say the last
I know.
Can you say it?
No,
Maybe you can say
obviously
it.
I can't. He also, Universal Pictures also released my favorite film of all time, Jaws.
Oh, really?
So there you go.
Well, there you
and
go.
it fits on
Thanks,
World
Carl.
Ocean Day.
There you go.
There you go, tying it all
connects
together. All right, good stuff, good stuff. I like it. I
Thanks,
hope you had
Brett.
fun with us today, but now we're going to move on to a commercial, but don't go anywhere because we're going to be right back with a story about Boris, the tropical storm. It's heading our way. You won't want to miss it. Welcome back, everybody, and as promised, we're going to talk to you a little bit about the tropical storm. Now, this information came in this morning, so this is as update as it can be. So, first of all, let's talk about Tropical Storm Boris has officially formed in the Pacific Ocean and is tracking directly toward the southern coast of Mexico. The National Meteorological Service reports that the system intensified from Tropical Depression 2E early Monday morning, positioning itself approximately 135 kilometers southeast of Acapulco and about 80 kilometers southwest of Punta Maldonado, Guerrero, packing maximum sustained winds of 65 kilometers per hour with gusts that are reaching 85 kilometers per hour.
Yes, it's a slow moving, storm, and it has prompted severe weather warnings across multiple states, with torrential rainfall between 150 and 250 millimeters expected to drench regions of Guerrero and western Oaxaca. Neighboring states, including Michoacán, Colima, and southern Jalisco, are under alert for intense rainfall, while dangerous ocean conditions are generating waves up to 5 meters high along the coast. And you know what? Civil protection officials are also warning residents in low-lying and mountainous areas to prepare for potential flash floods, rapid river rises, and life-threatening landslides. A tropical storm prevention zone remains strictly in effect from Lagunas de Chacagua, Oaxaca, to Tecpan de Galeana in Guerrero. While the storm will focus its direct energy on the southern coast, it will not directly hit Puerto Vallarta or the Bahía de Banderas. However, its word cloud bands are expanding into western Mexico, which will trigger heavy rain showers, overcast skies, and an influx of tropical moisture across the Bay Area over the coming days. As of this morning, the prediction for Jalisco is waves of up to 4 meters high, along with wind gusts that could exceed 50 kilometers per hour. You got to be careful with the weather. Be prepared. Have your backpack with the stuff that you need if there's any emergencies, and be on the lookout with information like CPS News or Tribune that travel. You can also go to tribunadelabahia.com. And now let's hear more information with Maria.
Puerto Vallartans spanning many sectors, government agencies, businesses, schools, and community organizations joined forces Saturday to keep the city's beaches, rivers, and waterways clean. The joint effort stems from an agreement local leaders recently signed supporting the Cruzadas por el Mar program, an initiative designed to promote environmental conservation through cleanup campaigns, education programs, and increased community participation. Officials say the goal is not only to organize regular cleanup efforts along beaches, rivers, and canals, but also to create long-term changes in environmental awareness and everyday habits. Councilman Cristian Omar Bravo Carvajal, who heads the city's Beaches Commission, emphasized the importance of shared responsibility and noted that previous cleanup events have already attracted volunteers, students, workers, and residents committed to protecting Puerto Vallarta's natural resources. Mayor Luis Munguia Gonzalez also highlighted the importance of preserving the environment for both residents and the local tourism industry, which depends heavily on the area's natural beauty. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
So that's an amazing effort to protect what makes the city so special. Now, unfortunately, our next story is a reminder that not everyone has been a good steward of this environment or this community, and Joe is going to give us the story and the report on that.
Questions continue to surround the site of the former La Surtidora building near the Quali River, where a deadly collapse claimed the life of 13-year-old Coro Prados Asensio in 2021. This week, Puerto Vallarta's Department of Territorial Planning and Urban Development revealed that a permit for a perimeter wall at the property was originally issued in 2022 and later extended earlier this year through September 2026. The disclosure comes after Curo's parents filed complaints with Mexico's Environmental Protection Agency, Profepa, and the National Human Rights Commission, raising concerns about ongoing work at the site. Aranzazu Asensio, the teenager's mother, says the family is not opposed to safety measures being carried out at the property. However, she insists that any work near the Quali River should be conducted with full transparency and include the proper environmental impact studies required by law. The family also argues that justice remains unresolved 5 years after the tragedy and continues to question the safety of the structure, especially during periods of extraordinary river flooding. According to official forensic findings, modifications made to the building before its collapse were identified as a contributing factor in the disaster. With information from Carolina Gomez, I'm Joe Wasik, CPS News.
That's a heartbreaking case that is still very much unresolved 5 years later. We will continue, of course, to follow it. But first, a quick word about smart personal banking right here in Vallarta. Capital Bank is redefining banking in Puerto Vallarta, designed for expats, investors, and seasonal residents who expect more privacy, more discretion, and real personal service. Also, you can enjoy personalized deposits, withdrawals, and direct access, all with competitive, transparent returns. No lines, no complexity, just smart, effortless banking. Visit Capital Bank in Sayulita, Flamingos, Zona Romantica, or Marina Vallarta, or you can call 322-209-0696. Capital Bank finances without complications.
Thank you, Jesse. And now an update as the serious traffic continues on Prisciliano Sanchez, and there is a very good reason for that. A gray Nissan X-Trail fell into a large sinkhole that suddenly opened up on that road near El Capricio subdivision, close to Las Mores. The incident occurred along the curve in the roadway between Vallarta 500 and Vallarta 750. Preliminary reports suggest that the sinkhole may have been caused by the collapse of an underground pipe, weakening the soil beneath the pavement. Authorities estimate the sinkhole measures approximately 5 meters wide by 5 meters long and nearly 2 meters deep. Fortunately, the vehicle did not fall completely into the hole and no injuries were reported. A tow truck was called in to carefully remove the SUV while emergency crews secured the area to prevent further collapse. The incident forced partial road closures and traffic restrictions along the avenue, creating a significant congestion and delays for motorists throughout that afternoon and the following days. As of now, authorities have not released an official report on the exact cause of the sinkhole or when permanent repairs will begin or be completed. Thank you so much to Guadalupe Arce for this story.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Luckily, no one was hurt, but definitely a reminder to keep your eyes on the road out there. It's so dangerous. I drive by there every day, and I'm just happy I was not the one trapped in that huge pothole. And just FYI, it's still getting repaired. We cannot drive on that street yet. And it's crazy. It's like we're entering rain season, and we have this, problems with the road. It's horrible. But anyways, now we want a word from our sponsor. And if you want more information about Soliva right here in Marina Vallarta, well, it's a pre-sale development designed for those who understand smart investing and elevated living. With a prime location, strong appreciation potential, and thoughtfully designed spaces, Soliva is where your lifestyle and your portfolio grow together. Imagine waking up surrounded by comfort, design, and everything Puerto Vallarta has to offer. Schedule your showroom visit today at 322-183-3411. Soliva, elevate your life.
So that pothole, that sinkhole, I'm glad you didn't fall into it, but I will also say that it's caused a lot of social media fun, I would say.
I know.
Have you seen all the guy that's using it for a hot tub with his beard?
I saw that this morning. Yeah. I love that. Hopefully we can look for it and show it to whoever didn't see it.
Since nobody was actually hurt and it's just causing some delays. I also saw one where they turned it into Hidden Beach out at the Marietta Islands. That was pretty creative, y'all. So making fun of Vallarta at their expense a little bit, but hopefully these sinkholes don't become something regular.
I hope so. That's really, really scary.
It could have been a lot different. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, had somebody been hurt or killed, it would have definitely been bad. And, we could ask our viewers to send in their reports of their road conditions near them.
Please do. That would be great. Send a picture of the biggest pothole.
That's right. Oh my gosh, the community's going to love this one. The biggest pothole contest. I don't know what you win. I don't know what you get, but it'll be very interesting to see it for sure.
We'll get you a prize. I'll sure you get a prize if you sent me a good picture of a big pothole, and I'll go check out if it's a true one.
Wow. And she'll bring her shovel and some cement. And
no, I will not do that.
No? Oh, come on. All right. Well, we almost got Jessie out there doing road work. I tried. But maybe she'll do some road work during the break. We're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got more news ahead and a lot more stories for you. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for sticking with CPS News, the news that speaks your language. And we're so happy to have you here and back. And now it's time to talk about more road construction. So if you've driven up towards Punta de Mita lately, you've probably noticed the construction. And here's why that's actually really good news. Here's the story.
Major facelift. Just over 3 weeks after construction began, significant progress is being reported on the rehabilitation of the highway connecting La Cruz de Guanacaxtla and Punta de Mita as part of the federal government's Mega Bacheton infrastructure program. The project includes the complete resurfacing of 13 kilometers of roadway in both directions along one of the region's busiest tourism corridors. Crews have already reached the final paving stages on 2 lanes heading toward Punta de Mita, while work is now underway on the opposite side of the highway. Federal officials are investing approximately 25 million pesos in the project, which is expected to be completed by early July if work continues at its current pace. In addition to new pavement, the project will include a dedicated bike lane designed to improve safety and mobility for residents, workers, and visitors. The highway has long been the source of complaints due to potholes, damaged pavement, vehicle damage, and traffic safety concerns. Once completed, the improvements are expected to enhance connectivity to Punta de Mita, one of the fastest-growing luxury tourism destinations in Mexico, while benefiting nearby communities throughout Bahía de Banderas. For residents and visitors alike, smoother and safer travel may soon be just weeks away. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Smoother roads ahead, literally. Now, a heads up for anyone with a Mexican cell phone number because a federal deadline is coming up fast and it affects millions of people.
With the June 30th deadline rapidly approaching, millions of cell phone users across Mexico have yet to register their mobile lines with their CURP. The federal government says the measure is intended to combat crimes such as extortion, fraud, and anonymous phone scams by linking every mobile number to a verified identity. So far, only about 1/3 of the country's mobile lines have been registered, leaving an estimated 96 million numbers still pending. Authorities say there will be no extension to the deadline. Beginning July 1st, unregistered lines could lose access to calls, text messages, and mobile data services. Although emergency calls will continue to be available, the requirement has sparked debate nationwide. Supporters view it as an important public safety tool, while critics have raised concerns about privacy and the protection of personal data. Meanwhile, many expats and foreign residents are asking whether the rule applies to them. Officials say the requirement applies to the phone line, not the user's nationality. Foreign residents with a CURP can register normally, while those without one may need to provide a passport, residency card, or other identification through their mobile provider. If you have a Mexican cell phone number and haven't completed the process, experts recommend contacting your carrier as soon as possible to avoid any interruption in service. For now, the clock is ticking as millions of users race to meet the June 30th deadline. With information from Milenio Noticias, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
There you have it. You better get it done or else your cell phone is not going to work and then you're going to wonder why. Have you done it before?
So, yeah, no, well, you didn't do it because you said you were with AT&T?
I didn't do it. I'm with AT&T and they told me, oh, it does it automatically.
Interesting, hopefully. Because I am also with AT&T on a yearly plan and they just keep messaging me over and over to do it. So finally last week, I did it. So I had a lot of trouble. So the first 5 or 6 times I tried to do it, it wouldn't work. I couldn't enter the code. But then what I did is I tried a different browser on my phone. So instead of using Chrome, which I use, I switched to Safari and it worked. Yeah, okay, or cool. DuckDuckGo or whatever you may use. And so then I went through the process, entered the code. Now, in my case, I could have done either the CURP or a passport. I just had my passport out and ready.
Okay, good.
Did it with my passport, no problems, completed it. So yeah, we've completed it now. I think the biggest secret thing was a different browser because I just kept suffering with that.
Well, there you go. That's a good tip. If you haven't been able to do it, try it with the Chrome, right? There you go.
Try it without Chrome. Try it with Safari or DuckDuckGo or some other browser.
Safari's a good one. All right, there you go. And then if you don't have a Mexican phone number, you don't have to worry about it. Nope. All right, let's continue, Brent. What's next?
Yeah, next is you, and you're going to tell us all about another deadline you don't want to miss, and this time it's from Hospital Hoya, I think.
Oh, all right. Well, let me tell you about Hospital Hoya. And the most valuable player, it's you. Take charge of your health with a comprehensive medical checkup at Hospital Hoya Marina. The special package includes a general medical consultation, nutritional assessment, electrocardiogram, complete laboratory testing, chest x-ray, and a lot more. All designed to help you stay at the top of your game. Don't wait until symptoms appear. Invest in your health today. You can call them at 322-226-1010 to schedule your appointment. Hospital Hoya Marina, caring for your health is what they do best. Now, this is only valid through June 30th of this year. Restrictions do apply, and it cannot be combined with any other promotions or discounts. Keep that in mind.
All right, we just have a few more minutes till we got another commercial break coming up, and then we're going to have sports. And I think maybe some big sports things happening in a couple of days. I really haven't heard much about it.
So
it's really been kind of quiet in Mexico.
I hope it doesn't rain. Oh my gosh, I'm worried now.
Of course, we're talking about the World Cup, and of course, it's been all the news and all the publications, and it should be. It's very exciting for the host countries. Mexico's got the big match in a couple of days. I'm going to let Dave, the sports guy, talk about it mostly, but where are you planning on watching?
Oh, probably home.
Probably the same. But,
Probably
it'll be
home.
interesting to see how many sports bars and how many restaurants show the matches, because there was that whole memorandum that came out of the government, or the warning about unauthorized showings of the matches.
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah.
I do want to recommend a place, the Sports Bar PV. They're a great place to go check out the game at, and they have air conditioning.
Very important for a lot of people right now. All right, but it'll be interesting. So if you see bars and stuff out there, go drink and eat up, because it's that time of year where they need all the business they can get. But I'm going to let Dave handle the sports, because that's his job, and we'll be right back with Dave, the sports guy. See you in a minute. Sneak.
All right, guys, we are back, and yes, we're gonna talk about sports with David, the sports guy. Yay! We're gonna be rooting for Mexico, right?
We are, yeah. We got a little Mexican stuff
Right.
going. Of course I am.
I kind of want, at some point during your cast today, I just want to hear your best goal.
I might have one for you.
You think you got one?
Yeah.
You can stretch it out a few
I'll
minutes.
see if
maybe?
well, we could take up a lot of newscasts with that.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Give us the information, please.
All right, let's get started. And it is finally here, and Mexico is ready to host their games. The anticipation is over. One of the first teams to arrive in Mexico for the 2026 FIFA World Cup is South Korea. The Asian powerhouse landed in Guadalajara this week and received a warm welcome from Jalisco officials. Of course, some mariachi music and dozens of enthusiastic fans waiting outside their team hotel. Led by captain Son Heung-min, one of the biggest stars in international soccer, South Korea will use Guadalajara as its base camp during the group stage. The team is scheduled to face the Czech Republic on June 11th, Mexico on June 18th, and South Africa on June 24th. South Korea will train at Chivas Verde Valle facilities as they prepare for their 11th consecutive World Cup appearance. The highly anticipated matchup against Mexico is expected to be one of the biggest group stage games played in Guadalajara. And even though Puerto Vallarta is not an official host city for the World Cup, the city is getting ready to join the celebration in a big way. State officials are preparing a special fan zone known as a public viewing area on the former Pensiones del Estado property across from the Agustin Flores Contreras Sports Complex. The venue will feature live broadcasts of World Cup matches, along with music, entertainment, food, and family-friendly activities designed to bring the excitement of the tournament to residents and visitors alike. However, with less than a week before kickoff, crews were still working at the site during a visit by CPS news cameras, racing to complete installations and prepare the space for opening day. Officials remain confident the fan zone will be ready in time, giving soccer fans in Puerto Vallarta a place to gather and experience the excitement of the world's biggest sporting event. And let's round out the sports section a little closer to home, where Puerto Vallarta's local athletes made a big splash at the 2026 National Olympics, bringing home an impressive 8 medals in paddleboard competition held in Sayulita. Leading the way was Sofia Fainarnava, who captured 2 national championships in the 17 to 18 age division, winning gold in both the 200-meter sprint and the 12-kilometer paddle race. Alexander Rodriguez Bernal also had an outstanding performance, earning gold in the 200-meter sprint and silver in the 6-kilometer paddle race in the 12 to 14 category. Additional medals came from Ibaya Fainarnava, Felix Nahum Garcia Reyes, and Zeus Lepe Jimenez, helping Puerto Vallarta establish itself as one of the top paddleboard programs in the country. The strong results highlight the continued growth of the sport and showcase the incredible talent emerging from Puerto Vallarta's waters. And that is it for sports this week. So let's give it back to Jesse and Brent. Go! Over to you.
Challenge accepted. Holy
I'm
mackerel.
going to get picked up by a major network now. I have to.
That was amazing.
That was really good.
Yeah, so I'll add one more story for you.
Okay.
Did you know that in F1 over the weekend, which was at Monaco, which is like the premier one, Checo Perez, who is the only Mexican driver, finally scored a point this season for Cadillac. And they lost the 1 point because he had a penalty.
No.
So they're back to 0 again. Sorry, Checo. That's so sad.
How it's supposed to be done.
Dang it. Well, we're rooting for him to get 1
Yes,
point
we are.
along the
Yes,
way.
please. You can do it,
You can
Checo.
do it, Checo.
Maybe
You
we'll
can
have some
do
good
it.
Checo news for next week.
And I hope the fan zone is actually ready,
I know.
for
It
for
doesn't
the game, please.
I know.
never
I'm
know.
concerned
It's a
about it.
little
What about-
slow. It's a little slow. I'll be there across the street tomorrow for volleyball probably, so I'll take a look and be like,
Report in. Let us know.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tight.
Thanks, Dave.
All
Good
right.
stuff and great goal.
Yes,
Thanks.
thank you. That was fantastic. Now let's take a quick break from all that sports information and let's listen to some information about the My Health program from Hospital.
Good program. I would recommend it to anybody new that's coming to Puerto Vallarta, in that I've been a member here for almost 8 years. We have a lot of meetings here, usually once a month, where we get to meet and interact with other members and also to share common concerns regarding health. And the facilities and care here at Hospital is really excellent in Puerto Vallarta. The doctors are all very personable, they're very approachable and easy to speak to. And whenever I've had any utilization of services here at the hospital, it's been a perfect experience. I'd highly recommend it and encourage you all to take part in the My Health program.
Make sure to call 322-226-2080 to book your appointment or visit them at Boulevard Francisco Medina Asensio 3970. Good information to keep in mind. Now, a cross-border arrest to tell you about. A man wanted in Puerto Vallarta on attempted homicide charges was struck down just across the Nayarit-Jalisco state line. Maria has a story.
A man wanted by authorities in Puerto Vallarta on charges of attempted homicide has been arrested in neighboring Bahía de Banderas. According to the Nayarit Attorney General's office, Yael N., also identified as Yamil Rafael N., was taken into custody during a coordinated operation between investigators from the states of Nayarit and Jalisco. Authorities say the suspect was being sought in connection with an alleged attack in Puerto Vallarta in which a man and a woman were reportedly targeted with the intention of taking their lives. Investigators say the victims survived due to circumstances beyond the suspect's control, leading prosecutors to pursue charges of aggravated attempted homicide. After intelligence and surveillance efforts, authorities located the suspect in the town of Mezcales near Riviera Nayarit Boulevard, where he was arrested without incident. Following his capture, the suspect was transferred to Jalisco authorities and is expected to appear before a judge in Puerto Vallarta, where his legal status will be determined. Officials emphasized that under Mexican law, the accused is presumed innocent until proven guilty in court. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Of course, it's good to see coordination between agencies getting those results. Now, if you're looking for something a little more relaxing this weekend, we have just the thing.
Yes, we do. Make your Sunday count with a delicious brunch overlooking the Marina Vallarta Golf Club. You can enjoy a full breakfast buffet from 8 in the morning to 1 p.m., plus unlimited mimosas, just 435 pesos for adults and 285 for juniors. There's easy parking at Paseo de la Marina 430. You can reserve now. Do it by calling 322-221-0073. And you can treat yourself and your family this Sunday.
Sounds like a perfect Sunday morning. Jesse and I should go do that sometime. I would love to check it out. And now on to a bit more of a serious note. Puerto Vallarta made international headlines for all the right reasons this time, as local authorities here prove once again that there is no safe haven for those running from justice.
A major international fugitive wanted in the United States has been arrested in Puerto Vallarta following a coordinated operation between Mexican and U.S. authorities. According to the Jalisco State Police, 21-year-old Christian N., originally from California, was located and detained after U.S. Marshals alerted authorities that he might be hiding in Puerto Vallarta. The suspect is considered a priority target in the United States and is wanted on charges including homicide, attempted homicide, firearm-related offenses, and drug-related crimes. After receiving the alert, Jalisco's Intelligence Division launched a special operation using surveillance technology, drone units, and field investigations to track the suspect's movements. Authorities eventually located him in the Las Palmas neighborhood of Puerto Vallarta, where officers confirmed his identity and took him into custody. Officials also determined that the suspect was in Mexico illegally. Following his arrest, he was transported under heavy security, including the use of a police helicopter and an armored vehicle. Christian N. has now been turned over to Mexico's National Immigration Institute, which will determine the legal process for his possible transfer to U.S. authorities. Officials say the arrest highlights the growing cooperation between Mexican law enforcement and international agencies in tracking down fugitives wanted for serious crimes. Speaking after a meeting of the Regional Public Security Council, Coparmex Puerto Vallarta President Francisco Vizcaino warned that growing perceptions of insecurity could impact investment and economic development in the city. Vizcaino emphasized that public safety is essential for maintaining a strong business climate and attracting new investment. He noted that while the addition of 35 new police patrol vehicles is a positive step, authorities must also increase patrols in commercial districts, tourist corridors, and areas with a high concentration of business. The business sector is also expressing concern over telephone extortion scams, which have reportedly affected dozens of local establishments. Coparmex is urging authorities to strengthen enforcement against extortion and establish a specialized prosecutor's office to investigate these crimes more effectively. Business leaders are also encouraging residents and business owners to report crimes, stressing that public participation is critical to improving security and preserving Puerto Vallarta's competitiveness as a leading tourist and investment destination. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Thanks, Joe. Now, shifting to a much brighter picture for Puerto Vallarta's economy. The city is turning heads on the international stage as a top destination for business travel and corporate events. Maria has the story.
Puerto Vallarta is making a strong push to attract more business travelers, conferences, and corporate events from around the world. This week, international tourism leaders gathered in the city for the Site Global LATAM Strategies Conference, where experts highlighted Puerto Vallarta's growing importance as a destination for meetings, incentive travel, conventions, and exhibitions, known in the industry as the MICE sector. Representatives from the global organization Site, including leaders from Mexico, the United States, and Europe, praised Puerto Vallarta's combination of world-class hotels, international air connections, and unique experiences that appeal to corporate groups. And the numbers back it up. In 2024 alone, Puerto Vallarta hosted 67 major conventions and congresses, generating more than 55,000 hotel room nights and over 2.4 billion pesos in economic impact. Industry leaders say business travelers tend to stay longer and spend significantly more than traditional tourists, helping support local hotels, restaurants, transportation services, and tour operators. Looking ahead, Puerto Vallarta hopes to attract more than 70 large-scale events in 2026, further strengthening its reputation as one of Mexico's top destinations for business and incentive travel. For Puerto Vallarta, it's not just about vacations anymore. It's about becoming a global hub for business, meetings, and international events. With information from Carolina Gomez, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Yep, Puerto Vallarta, where business meets paradise, and the world is taking notice, which is great. And speaking of the part for those big moments, how about we take notice of Jessie's makeup one more time? I mentioned it earlier, but I think she wants to tell you a little bit about where she got it done.
Wait a minute, we talked about my hair, but now we can talk about my makeup. And I really want to do a special thank you to the talented Diego Cruz for helping me look camera ready tonight. Diego is a professional makeup artist and skincare specialist with experience working for some of the world's leading luxury beauty brands. So if you're going to do a special event, a wedding, a photo shoot, or a little self-care, Diego knows how to bring out the best in you. You can find him on Instagram, just Makeup by Diego Cruz, or you can call him 322-198-2021. Diego Cruz, helping you look and feel your best.
And before we leave the story today, let's just take a moment to admire my hair and makeup.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Did it all myself. No, it looks great. Nice job, Diego. Diego's just a generally great guy. I love chatting with him. Before we do the show, he even puts a little powder on me as it gets a little warm in here.
There
so thank
you go.
you, Diego,
See,
as well.
it's not all me. It's about you too.
Yeah, it's a lot about you today, but that's okay. You put a lot of effort into it, and I appreciate that. It's great. I'm sure you do too, but that's it. We got no more.
That's it. I hope you're going to be rooting for Mexico on Thursday. Have lots of fun. Kids don't have school that day, so have fun with your children if you have some. And we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you here same time on next Monday. Thank you.